Hello everybody, Hail Mary to you. Today we're going to talk about something different. And some notes I did a video at McDonald's because Suki's wasn't open today, but it came out kind of crappy. Today's video is actually a topic that kind of came up from watching another video on YouTube about the stuffed toy animals or that we have as children, and I don't think a lot of people really talk about them that some of us keep as adults. And I think so many people say adults just look at them as collector's pieces. I can tell you that I'm not the subject of the video. These guys are, and I'm going to bring them into the camera shot one by one, tell you the history of them, and see if we can get something better. I know I did this once before, and it didn't come out too well, so that was some time ago. So we're going to start with the end. I gotta admit, some of these stuffed animals or plushies I got long ago, and I kind of forgot how I got them. So we're going to start with the very end here, which is, you can't see off the camera here. It's Mr. Tiger from Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey. I bought this, and she had a cub, and the little cub came off, and the cub was lashed to the bottom here, where the string was, so she's cubless, and she's a white Siberian tiger, and so she's kind of got a lot of history to her, in the sense I paid good money for this look. It's got beautiful little paws on the bottom, and a lot of detail for a plushie. Really, really nice plush stuffed toy. But yes, me and Miss Tiger here really never kind of got that close. Yep, that's one plush animal. And then of course we have the little rabbits. This one I found, and this is another one. I'm going to talk about both of them. They actually kind of were in the same box, I think. They're getting a little dirty now because of dust, but I found this one. It was a bunch of toys from a Christmas or a church yard sale that they put the whole box of toys in the dumpster because nobody wanted it, and my heart kind of went out to this little one, and because it's sung by, Pray Love Us, Get Playing in My Head, Don't Toss Us Away. And so this little rabbit has been on almost all my videos, and you can easily see her. She's pretty much the main figure, which along with this little one. You can see she's wearing a little t-shirt that says, I love you. And she's pink. You can't really see the pinkness anymore because she's kind of faded after all these years. But, yeah, you can still see some pinkness right here and then between the legs here. And pink shirt. Again, another dumpster rescue. This has my tears in it. I've cried in this one many times as an adult. Because sometimes I need a hug too. So, by the way, the story I told you about the School of Life, I'm going to put that on as a link in the end of the video. And if you don't start to tear up after watching that, then maybe you don't have an understanding of why stuffed animals are important to people. And like I said, and this one here has little finger holes. I don't know exactly why. The only thing I can think of is so you can hold your little teddy bear. Originally, I think it was designed for a child. It's really cute. It doesn't have any sound effects or anything. She's pretty big. However, the one that we do have next does have sound effects, but the batteries are dead in it. Here we have the Beverly Hillbillies. This is a collector's item. If you ever need to change the battery and the sound effects, that's easy to do. You just open up the Velcro, here. I might as well take those berries out of here. I do have I have berries for it. Boy, they make it real hard to get out, don't they? Yeah, I gotta loosen the screw. And there's a series of 8. I think I already took them out. Yeah, I did. They were bad anyway. I took out the berries. These are standard HE13s, and so he had a little bit Beverly Hills beer. When you have the berries in it, you can make him sing the Hollywood Beverly Hills Billy song. And so he's pretty much been on my couch all the time. And we got Mr. K. You're gonna get attention to. And I have 3 of these guys. Yeah, they're all Miss Kitties. I got 2. I got these 2 from June Gravel, and I got this one from Sherry Heaton. So that's why I got the 3 Miss Kitties. The bow originally on these kind of started to come off. I had to re-stitch that on. I don't think I got it on doggone perfect, but they're really cute, and even though they're getting a little dirty. I'm going to have to see if I can bring these down to the laundromat. Oh, by the way, if you do wash these in the washing machine, do not wash them in hot water. And do not wash them or put them in the dryer on high heat. Because the glue that they usually use today is a hot melt glue. And if you do that, it's going to cause the little cute noses and eyes to come off. So you don't want to go crazy with the glue, okay? So if you're going to wash these guys, wash them in cold water or cool water, and so that takes care of my Miss Kitties. Next one is Angel Mouse. You can see that she has a type of halo on the top. I don't really know the story of Angel Mouse. I just know is that they call her Angelica, but I just call her Angel Mouse for short. She's really cute, and she's got a little bean type synthetic fill. It's not really, I don't know what you call material. But anyway, it's really cute. She's been on my house a long collect choice Angelica I can't really read this because it's so dog here. Beanbag friends, so that's cute. This one was kind of a strange piece. It says, if you look at the top, it says 010100. This is supposed to be for the Y2K thing here. And I got this from Ed, who got this from Tammy, who, I don't know, this one's got a long story. This has been on my couch in my life for over 16 years. Wow. Got the next thing from a similar situation. Same people. It's the Siamese cat. And unfortunately, just like me, Mrs. Siamese is getting cataract. Aww. Except these poor guys get cataract in the other eye. My poor Siamese is going blind. Before I get too crazy, I'm going to show you 2 more animals, and then we're going to show you a real stuffy. Of course, this is Squeezer Tiger. He doesn't purr anymore. The squeeze mechanism is gone. It's bad. It's still there. It just doesn't purr. It turns out that's not uncommon for these. But still, this is actually my oldest stuffed animal I still have. I got this in the stores in 1993. When I was at the University of Connecticut and the Yukon Books Co-op, and he's really cute. Last of the plushies is Flippy Kitty. No, actually, where did I find Flippy Kitty was in the apartment next door. this cat was actually on the very top shelf of the closet. And I happened to reach up there and I felt this poofy cat, and I took it down, and I think it's a cute look. It's a cute calico type cat. It's really nice and really cute and everything. But these, I'm gonna show you a real cat, which is laying right next door to me. Come on, me cat. The other cat's outside. He's kind of a stuffed plushie too. Plushie with fat, that is. But Mr. Fame has been laying on me every night. Unlike my plushies, he's got problems with his ear. They got problems with ear too, but it's not quite the same kind of problem. Some of them have ears that are kind of lost their shape. So, Fame has been in our videos since about 2005-6, and he's a real cat, and he's one of the two real cats. Unfortunately, the other cat is Rusty's inside too, but this is Fame. This is my big cat. At least it would be most of the time. Rusty does too, but not as much. All right, go ahead. You can land. All right, so I thought I would take some time to reintroduce you to my plushies and my real cats. So, you know, what else do I talk about? Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about is the phone number for the call-in show. Okay. I haven't quite gotten it all figured out how we're going to do with this yet. So, let me just throw this out in the air and see if you agree or disagree with me on this. One of the things that we'd like to do is do a live call-in shows. And T-Mobile offered me a option for line link. After they realized that, like I explained to them, which is the truth, I also need a phone line to access my TDD, teletype of device with deaf. So, it was easier for them to give me a line link instead of me paying for 3 home phone lines through Frontier and also the cell phone and then MiFi from T-Mobile. But right now we're having some problems with the phone lines from Frontier. What's happening is, with the internet anyway, what's happening is that the home internet is occasionally dropping the ball. Nobody knows why, it just does. In other words, sometimes the internet goes offline for a little while and then goes back up again. And it's not consistent, it's never, because of that reason, nobody really knows why it's doing that. It just knows it's doing that, and need I say, I find it kind of vexing because it's hurting me, it's hurting our presentation, it's hurting our work. So, and the sad truth is, Frontier, if you don't get your act together, I'm going to drop you for good. Everything. Okay? Because, trust me, honey, I could use that $56 for other things. For example, what other things? Well, let's put it this way. If I'm paying $105 for the T-Mobile, $50 for my BlackBerry Bold service, $35 or $25, it came out to be. We should get this right because I get confused between the numbers. Yeah, I think it's something like that. $50 for the BlackBerry Bold service, and then $35 for the MiFi, and then $20 for the phone through line link. If you don't get your act together, I'm gonna drop you faster than a New York second, because I don't know what's going on with the home internet. I don't see any consistency of why the internet will drop. But I do find it absolutely vexing. So, as I said, it's very likely possible that I will be leaving the home internet, and if that's the case, if they don't get their act together within a short time, and just stay with the T-Mobile for uploading my videos. That will be, of course, a problem because it's not exactly unlimited internet, so there is limitations. I got some mail, one from Everscrew, and the letter from one of my bill companies, and that is supposedly paid off in full. So this is probably the letter that confirms that the balance is paid in full, and it looks like it is. Okay. It says here. Okay. Then MicheleMarieDalene, please be advised that the payment for your PayPal Smart Connect account reference above is posted to your account and has satisfied the outstanding obligation. Second round sub LLC has updated applicable records indicate the discharge of all liabilities pertaining to your account. So, in other words, the deal is it's paid in full. This is gone. I'm done with this. This is so that's $20 a month that is going to be used for start paying off other bills. And then, of course, over here, I got something from Everscrew. What this is, I don't know. Maybe it's renters. Maybe it's home energy report. I want to say one thing about this. Why do you think... Okay, it says here, my efficient neighbors use 187 kilowatts per hour. Who are my efficient neighbors? Because I have no idea who you are, because you guys, I don't know what you're renting for appliances or anything. Me, I'm a little bit better than some, using a 390 kilowatt hours, and of course, average neighbors are using 411 kilowatt hours. First of all, so far this year, you used 19% more than last year. Huh. Probably when you had the air conditioner running, because you didn't last year you didn't have the air conditioner on that much. No, right? Hey, you're absolutely right, Lon. I was at the Yellow House during those times, so I think it's kind of stupid, but all right. Anyway, so it's saying is I used more electricity than I did the year before. Oh, gee, that's interesting, because in 2015, in November, I just got back to my house from the Yellow House, and about the same time, actually, late October, and so do I get anything bad to say about the upcoming bills? Let me honest, I'm going to tell you this right now. I did the budget, and well, I'm not saying it's fantabulous. It's pretty close to where it would be normally. Now, I already told the phone company, I said, I will pay you the money you asked me for in a couple days. So I already got arrangements to pay the Frontier $100 this month, and then next month we're going to pay the T-Mobile, and then after Frontier is paid off and T-Mobile's the only one I got to pay, we're gonna. I found out Okay, so this month it looks like after I pay the rent, the electric of $81.34, the home phone of $100, the in-home internet at $56, and if they don't get their act cleaned up, they're going to be one day going to be very quickly be not paid. But that's not yet. The hair care is normally it's always been here is $60, but it actually probably will be a little bit less than that. Probably about $50 like it usually is. $20 to savings. Medical insurance, I put in the update already to $32.50. PayPal credit is $50 because that's what it says. That's what the usual payment is. PayPal sellers fees is $0. Care credit is $28. Gotta pay that until it's paid off. That's not gonna change. Capital One, it's $44, but I always send them $50. And First Premier estimated is $30. So not really fantastic. But that's where you guys come in, because if you guys like what you see, and you want to make a donation to Patreon and GoFundMe, it'll save us a lot, and we'll be able to make a lot of more changes, positive ones, to the programming here at the North American Snow King Palace, and that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, I'll work on it. So what else is going on today? Well, tomorrow, of course, the soup kitchen is open on Tuesday. I hope it is. Look, guys, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and of course, is not going to be open because of their staff is taking their Thanksgiving holiday. Okay, so it's not going to be open on those days. Then, that means that for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I have to come up with something to eat for a few days. I went to McDonald's today and I had 2 plain double cheeseburgers. 2 plain McDoubles, not double cheeseburgers, and a coffee, which obviously I stuck out here in my hand. And so I went. So that was a pretty fun trip. I got a chance to get out for a little bit. I like that coffee. It's not strong. Okay. All right. So the point is that, yeah, we're going to be, doing a variety of things in the next few days. But until I get my food stampies. Oh, and wait, what am I going to do for the groceries for next month? Because of the changes at Wynwood. Well, I'm going to tell you what. Me and my case manager have already been talking about this, and I'm going to be honest with you with what's going on. Because of Daniel P. Malloy's stupidity, I'm not going to get too much into the politics, but just listen carefully, okay? Wynwood has changed its program direction a lot. It's not going to be a residential support program anymore. It's going to be what they call it? Outreach? No, not outreach. Okay, so it's not outreach. So it's not going to do the same thing it's doing now. Right. Which means the program intended goals do not work out for me conducively. When was going to have their Thanksgiving program, and they told me, "Oh, I'm sorry, but number one, you have to bring your own food, and you have to get a ride on the bus." And I said, "Oh, that's not going to work. First of all, I don't even have two sticks to rub together, and you're trying to tell me that you want me to, one, pay for a bus fare to get to Wynwood, and then get back home again when I don't even have money for the bus fare. Never mind buying or bringing in food items for something similar to a potlatch. I'm sorry, I don't have the resources to do that. It's not that I don't want to, it's just I can't right now." Okay? What are you doing? Stop looking at me. Ow! He's out of claws. He's trying to grab me with his claws. He's trying to be friendly, actually. But, He's getting a little playful, but you gotta be careful with his claws. So sharp. But anyway, the point I'm trying to say is that I didn't want to go to that. And so anyway, she said to me, well, we're going to be changing things around. And one of the things is we're going to determine which clients to get rid of off our caseload, because with the cut in our staff, we're not going to be able to take on as many people anymore. So now we're going to be weeding out clients. I said, oh, that's just wonderful. Well, gee, how great. That means that, number one, for those people who do need your services because of the fact that they don't have transportation, they're going to be having a hard time. It's the same thing that Dory was mentioning with the bus company and Ed was mentioning the bus company. Same kind of budget cuts. Oh, if we don't think you need our services, we're going to drop you. Okay, you're going to drop me, but why? What is your determination on what you need and don't need? Okay? What, I go buy a bag of cat food like once a month? Hello? That's really nothing. I go grocery shopping once a month? Like, really? You think that's so bad? To go shopping once a month, buy some groceries and to do things like that. That's bullshit. I mean, seriously. So I might be leaving Woodwood Residential Services, not by my own choice, but because the upper management feels that I don't need the services. So that means that, number one, getting groceries done is going to be a challenge, because that means either A, I got to mail order the damn stuff. Ouch. Yeah. Ouch. I want the sneakers to mail order, okay? That's because I had the money for that. I saved up my money for the sneakers. But to have to buy bags of cat food on Walmart.com for a 16-pound bag, how much are you going to charge to ship that? Okay? If you're going to charge me a fortune, would it be cheaper to buy a 30-pound instead of a 16-pound? Oh, probably. I would think. Anyway, so, and likewise, I gotta get other things too. I gotta get things like foundation and cleaning supplies. And, yeah. Okay, so basically everything I think I'll manage. Not that I'm too enthused about it. Okay, there you go, back up there. Okay, so, So what are we going to do for Yule this year? Well, this year, we're doing another live program. Now, I don't know if Dory's going to be here in Yule. We're actually we'll be starting at 00 hours Universal Coordinated Time on December 21st. That means on December 20th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, it'll be starting for convocation. So we will be doing the convocation, and then we will have the phone lines open for you to call in, and I will give the phone number ahead of time. By the way, if you want to call ahead of time, I may not be able to answer your call right away, but I will certainly go. If for some reason I do set up the voicemail and you get a message saying that I'm not available at this time, just leave a message, okay? And when I'm start ready to take calls, I will. You ask your questions on the call. If you get that answer machine message, speak clearly, and when I get your phone call, I'll answer that call, the message, on the air. So, let's say, for example, you asked me, you get the voicemail and say, I'll make sure it says something decent so you know what you're calling. Or if I would see something like, hi, you've reached North American Snow Queen live talk, or I'll figure out the title anyway. Please leave your message in the space or after the beep. If you want to leave a callback number, you may do so too. questions and comments will be answered in the order that they have been received. So which means that you will be able to leave messages. You will be able to talk to me. And if for some reason, like I said, you call when I'm not doing a show and I get the message, I will see it. If it's a really important one to me, you should be able to mark it as urgent. Or you can, of course, call the main phone line, which those of you who know my main home number. Or, of course, you can always call me at 860-469-2821, which is my Google Voice number. And again, leave me a message. I will get to you. Okay? And then when I get to you, we'll discuss it. Right now, this number that we're using is more of kind of a preliminary kicking the tires and see how it works out. If for some reason it does not work out well because Frontier's internet is crap, well, then we're going to have to come up with a better solution. But for right now, for the time being, we'll play it by ear. So the point is that this month the budget coming up is going to be about $24 after the bills are paid and nothing's being deferred this month. And so next month, of course, in January, we're going to have to deal with the cell phone bill. And then in February, we'll deal again with the remaining balance of the home bill from Frontier and work our way back that way to the point where finally we only have to pay the one phone bill for instead of two. If this home internet doesn't get fixed, well, then it's going to go bye-bye too. Because obviously, it's bad enough now. I have to use my T-Mobile anyway for doing video streams, live streams especially, because the home internet dies inconveniently at the wrong time. So the problem is memory consistently why it dies. It just does. And I don't really feel like it's fair that I have to pay for two internet connections, especially when one of the two internet connections is not providing me with the service of reliability that it's supposed to provide me. Frontier may say, well, the problem is that the wire's old. Well, that's true. The wires on the pole are old. But you know what? Frontier, it's your job to fix these things up, okay? I pay you a monthly fee, called a subscription to your service, and that money is supposed to cover for infrastructure and operations and paying for your staff, and of course a small profit for you from each customer. But if you're not doing your work because you are whatever reason, then somebody is going to get nipped in the butt. Period. That's just a fact. It's not that I like that thought that now to do that, then I'm going to have to upgrade my mobile internet plan to a higher tier. Because the fact is, let's see, how high would you go? Maybe $50. What? Oh, okay. Yeah, that would make sense. $50. Because you remember, that would mean that basically you wouldn't really save any money. You would actually be paying just as much as you were with the home phone and Frontier only. It's possible, I'm not going to lie about that. By the way, for those of you who are aware of this right now, is that with T-Mobile Magenta Fridays promotions, you can get 2 phone lines free on the T-Mobile One plan. Of course, it doesn't help us with Select Choice. With Data Stash, we just kind of... I don't want to upgrade my phones. I already got my phone service as far as my cell phone the way I want it. I don't want to screw that up right now. I'm grandmothered. I'm on a plan I like, and I've got Data Stash on my phone, and I got Data Stash on my hotspot. Now, let me explain how that works in the hotspot. It's just like Data Stash on the phone. I buy, 3 gigabytes? I think it's 6. It's 6 gigabytes. Okay, thank you. 6 gigabytes of data. each month. And what I don't use, that goes against what I call meter data. Meter data meaning for things that are not on binge on, okay? Which means, of course, on Music Freedom and binge on, those things don't go against my data plan. Accessing Facebook does, accessing Google Voice does, accessing Google does. I don't know about accessing T-Mobile Voice would, but, that's something we'll check into. I will call him and ask him that in a few days, especially if it turns out my home internet keeps dropping dead like flies. Speaking of that, I think we fixed the BlackBerry problem. I'm not sure yet, but I'm not getting really as many nasty messages about my contacts not being synced anymore. I think possibly it was because my home internet was dying right when it should be syncing. So I tried to sync and it couldn't sync. And I'm surprised it doesn't use the T-Mobile networks when the home Wi-Fi is out. I could turn the Wi-Fi off, but then again, I might want it on for other things. Speaking of the mobile internet from T-Mobile, that seems to be much more reliable than my home internet. It's certainly faster, so I can do a lot more with it as well. So next year, we have a lot of things going on too. Are we going to go for renters rebate again? Yes, we are. Okay. Are we going to go with if there is a renters rebate, we're going to go through it again. Are we going to go through the Berkeley Fund again? Probably. But I really, really kind of wish that the Berkeley Fund was a little more comforting with the budget. So maybe with the William J. Berkeley Fund, I will go next summer, and we're going to play for it. But the difference is that I'm going to tell them straight out is, look, here's the deal. I owe money, whatever money I owe back in my phone bill, home phone. I probably won't owe anything in that time. So that'll be up for grabs. Are we going to go for the Berkeley Fund or not? I don't know yet. You can go to the Berkeley Fund every 6 months. So I could go back again, as I said, next June or July, and I'd be fine. The difference is that I'm not going to get stuck having bills with lots of IOUs and then try to panic when they're going to take possibly up to a month to process the payments. I really wish they wouldn't take that damn long, but hell. Last thing is, are we going to buy more clothes? Yes. Am I still going to work on my weight? Yes. Yes, I am. Yep, definitely. That's why I walked to McDonald's today. I was going to go to Cumberland Farms to get a coffee. But first of all, number one, I wanted 2 coffees. No matter, I get one refill from McDonald's. So I went ahead and got there. And I said, well, I was there. I said, well, I might as well get some protein too. So I got 2 plain McDoubles because they were on stale. And there you go. Ugh. I don't know which coffee's worse. What do you mean? That coffee there is it's almost as bitter as the other coffee. Maybe not as bitter. No, it is about as bitter. Well, okay, you don't like it, fine. But can I finish? Sure. And then if you want to join in, you can join too. All right. Don't forget that we are having a contest. Again, I'll remind you again. The iReg Pre unit, the one that needs a little work, is available for anyone who wants to make a $20 monthly donation to me on Patreon or GoFundMe. This is available to anybody to make a donation. You'll help defray the operating expenses, and of course, it'll help us to continue to improve our materials, our medium, and making things better. And to reach us on Patreon, it's www.patreon.com/BICHELA. And then GoFundMe is www.gofundme.com/BICHELA. I don't know if GoFundMe has a monthly thing. But I'm going to make the same deal to you if they do. If you make a $20 a month donation and you want to irate pray, it needs a little bit of work, but it does work as it is, but it definitely needs a little TLC. Just go ahead and send me a donation, and the first person who sends me $20 monthly gets it, okay? If you do not want it, but you still want to make a $20 donation, please tell me in an email along with the donation so that I know that I don't have to send it to you, and I will send it to the next available candidate. Now, I also offered another thing. I kind of want to hold off on it because it's such a large package. For $200 donation, $200 donation, I will send you the PowerVolt PV122T VS80 model drive assembly with barcode reader for no cost. You just send the $200 donation. One time is fine to either Patreon or GoFundMe. Once I receive your $200 donation, I will go ahead, find packing material, and send it out to you, and then you can work on it and fix it up yourself. It definitely appears to be something wrong with the board. It does not appear to be a problem with the computer side of it. So, again, needs a little bit of work. Everything's assembled again. The cartridges are back in place. The caddies are back in place. Everything. But for some reason, the board is dying at the wrong time. I didn't check the power supply, but do you think that's a problem? No, I do not think it's a problem with the power supply. You sure? I don't know. I don't think so. It's a standard, very small power supply. If you had one that was equal in size that could provide enough current, you could always check it, or you could always go ahead and put your probes into the circuit and check the voltages and see if that's the problem, because I don't think it's the problem with the power supply. I kind of agree, although it seemed kind of like it would be more of a power supply problem, but okay, I'm not going to take it apart again. The point is, you want it, it's yours. $20 donation, one time is fine. If you don't want it, but you want to send $200 donation, again, same deal, let me know, and I'll send it along to the next person who wants to send a $200 donation. These are just the kind of things I'm working on. Dory, I have not talked to lately. I don't know how she's doing. I should give her a call. I will try to call her. Maybe she's there at the number right now. Let's see. Let me try calling Dory at the house and see if... Yeah. Alright, I think it's... Let me try calling her home phone first, and I'll see if she's there. Okay, how you doing, Dory?
Alright.
I mentioned to my audience in the past that you haven't been feeling well. And of course, I didn't mention exactly what's going on, but I wanted to know if you wanted to share anything with the audience.
I'm doing better.
Okay. Do you plan to come by sometime soon?
Yes, I'll be up soon.
Wait, how do I sound on the phone?
Good, you're clear.
You know what I'm using for phone now, my house phones now, don't you?
Yeah.
I got the T-Mobile now connected into the house phones.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but they have a different phone number for the call-in line for the studio, which I called you on. So add that to your address book, because that's the call-in line for our studio. Okay? And I'm also to the rest of the audience, too, which this is a videotape. This isn't live, but if you guys are going to call in the studio, I can tell you the number right now. It's 860-718-6195. So that's how you can reach us here at the studio. 860-718-6195. That will be for the call-in show. And also for when you're calling out using the house phone here. So how does it sound compared to the Frontier service?
Better.
About the same.
I said better.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't really notice that, but okay. Well, this is using T-Mobile's HD voice using my home internet, which unfortunately occasionally drops the ball once in a while. So
yeah.
I don't really know why it does that, but so you think you might come by over like for the after Thanksgiving weekend? Say like maybe on
I have to, because I have a nurse now.
What's that?
I have a nurse.
Yeah, a nurse?
Yeah.
How much did that cost you?
It's free.
Oh, okay.
My insurance is paying for it.
And what's the nurse helping you with?
I forgot.
And is she helping you with your diabetic condition?
Yeah. And so I take my meds every day.
Okay.
And then if I tell them that I want to go up to your house, all I have to do is just tell them and they'll...
Well, obviously you have to tell her in advance, but also make sure you work with a dietitian on your weight issue, too. I'm trying to work on my own weight, but, ask her if she can get you in contact with a person that can help you with your weight management.
Mm-hmm. All right, listen, I'm going to let you go. I'm falling asleep here.
All right, so I'll see you soon, like maybe next week or something.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. That was Dory. She's feeling better health-wise, and so that was a phone call on our new line for the studio. Again, here's the number. Like I mentioned to her on the phone, it's the same. It's a public number. I should put this number out in the video, but it's 860-718-6195. 860-718-6195. I will set the voicemail up on that. So if for some reason I'm on a phone call with a client or whatever, it's going to ring through to our voicemail and not jam up everything else. My home cell phone number is still going to remain private because I don't like being harassed on my cell phone. By the way, I got a phone number from somebody that keeps calling me from this number. The number they keep calling me at is 860-509-7146. Again, they never leave me a message, but that's the number they call me from. 860-509-7146, which when I call back says it had something to do with the Board of Health. I don't know why the Board of Health would be calling me, but that's the number. So if you're calling me from 860-509-7146, please leave a message of why you're calling me, and I will get back to you, okay? And you gotta leave a message, because sometimes I don't always get to my cell phone. I will try, but I got more things on my list of to-be-dones than worrying about calling people on the back all the time. So I will be setting up all the different stuff and everything. Now you want to talk about something? Yeah. Okay. Michelle has been busting her ass trying to come up with ways to get people to realize that this is a serious commitment and a project that Michelle has been working on now for the past few years. And that Michelle is truly dedicated to the well-being of everybody and things like that. And so maybe you might think Michelle is doing this just as for fun. I can assure you, Michelle wants to take this a lot more in the direction of making this into an income-bearing program, and that's something that she's been wanting to do for a long time. Michelle loves talking to you. Michelle loves sharing news with you. And Michelle loves sharing topics with you. Hopefully, she doesn't always want to talk about politics. That's depressing. But, Michelle likes to share. And she loves to talk to you. And, sometimes it's really hard when you have hearing loss and you're a bit of an introvert. So you kind of want to get out there somewhat, but with your hearing loss, you feel like you get glass walls around you and you can't really reach out to people. And some people think you just don't care or you're stupid. I can assure you Michelle's not stupid. And Michelle really does deeply care about your well-being, all of your well-beings. Even though she doesn't really have to, she just tends to be concerned about the well-being of everybody. So for that sake, please keep us in your prayers, whoever you pray to, and, wish us the best of luck. And of course, as Michelle said, we're looking for some donations. We also would like to get some volunteers too, to help us to expand our programming quality and get some new talent, on-air talent, to help with the newscasts and demonstrations and unboxings and things like that. So Michelle doesn't just want us to be the only one doing all the videos. And just like Michelle's little teddy bear says on her shirt, I love you. So that's what she's saying, I love you. And then, of course, Michelle is very much happy to be... You gotta wait, I get it, okay. We want you to be happy and... be help contribute to our growth. And as far as what's going to happen with Winwood and MicheleMarieDalene, if she's going to still remain with the program for the case management team, or if they're going to put her to another case management program, we don't know yet, okay? Obviously, if Michelle is shuffled to another case management team because of the changes at Winwood, that means that Michelle will be... changing things, relatively simple, and that's something to think about. Anything else? I also want you to know that because it's getting to be winter now, we want you to plan ahead to stay warm this winter. Dress warmly. Frostbite's a serious issue, and if you're homeless, we want you to know that. We have a lot of empathy for you, and we understand that sometimes you need blankets and clothing and things like that. So if you know anybody who's homeless, or if you want to make a donation to a homeless program, please do help them so that they can prevent freezing to death. If you have the ability to take them into your home, if you trust a homeless person, to keep them warm this winter, that would be very much appreciated, because this winter could be very rough. This is the beginning of the new, what they call it? Mini Ice Age. Mini Ice Age, because it's going to be possibly like the modern minimum. Okay. So, Mini Ice Age. So, if you guys want, if you can, help a homeless person in need by providing them with a place to sleep, or at least, if they don't have transportation to a local homeless program, if they're willing to work with you and give them a ride, it would be wonderful, because people shouldn't have to freeze to death this year, and it's going to get really bad. Right now it's not bad yet, but it's going to get bad. Yes, it is. And of course, one more thing. Don't forget to subscribe. It's so easy to do. And when you do subscribe, I keep getting reminded about this. If you tack on the bell, there's a bell icon for subscribing, you will receive by email or whatever you choose a reminder of when we have done new videos. If you don't click on that, it's okay. You can still get it, but you have to go dig a little further into your YouTube subscribers lists to see who you have subscribed to. But again, it's a great idea. It'll help you to always get best of videos. And don't forget, we're always open to new ideas. Absolutely. No doubt in my mind, Michelle is always open for new ideas. So if you got an idea, you contact us. You present it to us. And if you want to be on the air with us, as an interview or as a volunteer, contact me too at the email address below in the video. It's in the end of the video. There's always a contact information. Just contact us through those means, and we will talk. If you send me a private email, send me a phone number where I can reach you, and we will talk about getting you on the air as either a volunteer or as a guest. If you're going to be a guest, let me know what times are good for you to come into the studio, or we can meet at the soup kitchen. If you're looking to volunteer at the soup kitchen, volunteer. Oh, I'd love to have you at the soup kitchen as a volunteer. But if you want to volunteer here at the North American Snow Queen Palace, same deal. Send me an email, or we can contact for you to sit down with me, discuss what you can do, what your skills are, what we need, and we will see if we can put you to work. This is a great way to get started, get back on your feet, especially if you have no experience in the visual arts. If you do have experience in the visual arts, I love to have your skills, because right now I'm not a visual person, okay? I started out as a radio personality on a small little Part 15 AM radio station, and then I was on Yukon Student Television for a few months, and then after that I kind of worked my way up to put together this YouTube channel 5 years ago. It'll be 6 years ago in March. So it's been a really long time. It's been a long journey, and is that right? Yeah. Okay. 6 years ago. Wow, that's a long time. So yeah, we have a long ways to go, and I'm not going to lie about it. But here's the deal. This is the most important thing I want you to know is this. You guys are the reason we're here. Okay? Listen what I said. You guys are the reason we're here. You guys are the reason we spend this money to invest in getting our programs on the air to you. Even if it means using outside internet service providers. Even if it means adding phone lines necessary to allow you to call into the show. Even if it means buying new cameras. Even if it means buying new lighting, new microphone gear, whatever. And I'm picking up some stuff going on the floor here, okay? It's you are the reason we're doing this. Because we really want you to know that we're so happy to have you as part of our team. Amen. And I want you to know that you guys are the most important thing to me and Lumi's work. Because we love you, and we want you to know that we love you. And that every single person that watches these programs is a special person in the eyes of Mother and Father God, and that's no lie. And one of the most beautiful things is when we can share information together, talks about things that affect us, give suggestions to help people overcome the difficulties. That's what I like to do. And since there are so many positive changes that are potential, positive changes now with President Trump coming and being inaugurated on the 20th of January, we could see the beginning of a whole new time for America to rebuild itself, to get itself back together. And likewise, I want to do the same thing with this video source. I want to take this channel further and do more than just sitting on a couch with Lumi and my stuffed plushies and my real cat. I want to be more active in contributing to content to you, and hopefully content you can use every day. That's what we're here for. But for now, it's late, and I got to get this uploaded. So I wanted to thank you very much for watching this, and I will talk to you soon. And don't forget, get comments, concerns, gripes, kudos, whatever. There's the information at the end of this video. Is how you can reach us. Okay? Thank you very much, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye.